Hey Health Nuts, welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole. In case you're new here, welcome. Today we are talking about one of my favorite things besides smoothies is eating more greens. I'm actually sharing 10 ways to eat more greens in your diet, in your life, because I just feel like, personally, I feel like you just cannot eat enough greens. I think it's one of those foods that we still don't get enough of, just like water. I think water, greens, smoothies, these are things I try to, did that just rhyme? These are things that I try to make sure to get every single day, whether it's blended in a salad, sauteed, grilled, you name it. I'm always looking for ways to add more greens onto my plate, really. Before we hop in, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Guess what? It's free. It's free, guys. I give you 3 videos a week for free every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on the Health Nut channel. You can click that red subscribe button down below and you guys won't miss out on a future video of mine. So without further ado, let's hop in and find out how we can all eat some more greens. My first tip when it comes to getting more greens into your food is, of course, green smoothies. You guys know I love a good green smoothie. It's such an easy way to pack a lot of greens into a blended breakfast cup that you almost don't even taste them. Add the right ingredients like banana, mango, peanut butter, almond milk, and you won't even notice they're there. The only detection will be the vibrant green color. This is how I start pretty much most of my mornings, and I actually have a free downloadable guide for how to make the perfect green smoothie. I will link that down below. Tip number 2 is to add greens to your sandwich. I've been obsessed with veggie packed sandwiches lately for lunch. They're so quick and easy to make. I'll add some hummus, avocado, any veggies I have hanging around in the fridge, and then I will just pack a handful of fresh spinach. I have some onion sprouts here, which add a lot of flavor. And there you have it, a delicious veggie packed sandwich full of greens. And I've just been having this on repeat. I highly recommend it, and it's so easy to get your greens in this way. My next tip for getting more greens in is to add a handful of kale or some hearty greens like collard greens to your soups. Anytime I'm heating up leftover soup or I'm making one on the spot, I will just throw in a couple of handfuls of some nice hearty greens during the last few minutes of cooking. It still keeps them nice and vibrant and keeps that texture without them going too mushy, but it's just a really easy way to get in those greens. And, especially if you don't want to have a cold salad, this is a great way to eat them warm. This next tip is actually one my mom started doing, and I love this idea. So basically, when you're making dinner or lunch, line your plate or bowl that you're about to serve your dinner into with some baby spinach. You could also do this with baby kale. Basically, you want a baby green that also works well when it's warmed up. So you can put your hot chili, which is what I have right on top here. Pesto works really good with this. It's like chili meets a salad. It's such an easy way to just add more greens last minute to your meal, especially if you're just warming up leftovers. My next tip is to add your greens to a stir fry. So I have some collard greens that I just chopped up here, and I'm adding them to a quinoa and bean stir fry with a little bit of tamari sauce. You can use whatever seasoning or sauces that you like, and just cook those right in. I love sauteing or stir frying my greens, especially ones like kale or collard greens. They cook up really nicely and they just absorb any flavor you add to them, especially like garlic, tamari, olive oil. It's delicious, and it just adds a nice hearty touch to your stir fries. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can add a spoonful of kimchi on the side. This next tip is one I've been doing for years now, and it is to add greens to your pesto. Pesto is already green, so it's really easy to sneak them in. I have some baby kale here. You can also use spinach, and I'm just gonna blitz that in a little food processor in with my pesto sauce. This is one I made, but you can also use a store-bought one. And it's just such an easy way to sneak them in. And then when you add them to your pasta, it just kind of melts right in. You don't even know they're there, but you definitely are getting more greens in your meal. Toss everything together. I'm adding in some cherry tomatoes, and you have a delicious pesto pasta with some extra greens on the side. And if this was for kids, they won't even know they're there. They'll just think it's pesto and it's delicious. Okay, so for all my breakfast lovers, guys, omelets, one of the easiest ways to add some fresh greens into your morning. Sometimes I eat omelets for lunch or dinner. I mean, it's like an all day kind of meal. You can make an omelet, but I actually ended up kind of making this into a scramble. I don't know if that ever happens to you. You have the intention of an omelet and it doesn't work out, so you turn it into a scramble. Either way, it's delicious, and I love adding in extra veggies to my eggs. Now, I'm sure you guys know that salads is a great way to get your greens in, but did you know you can actually add them to your salad dressing? So this is such an easy way to just blend them right in. Just add it to your blender with your salad dressing ingredients. It not only makes the most beautiful color dressing, but it tastes delicious and you can't even notice them. It's kind of like a smoothie, but in a salad dressing form. They sneak right in there and it's delicious. I will link some of my favorite dressings down below, and you can add greens to pretty much any of them. Next up, we have pizza. This is actually a cauliflower pizza I picked up from Costco, but I'm just gonna zhuzh it up a little bit with a handful of arugula. Arugula has a peppery taste to it and goes so good on pizza, and this is just a fun way when you're having pizza night, whether you make it fresh at home, you order in, or you buy a frozen cauliflower pizza like I did. You can just sprinkle on some fresh greens right on top of first serving, and it's just a sneaky way to make it look both gourmet and add in those greens. Last but not least, we are making kale chips. This is such a fun way to get in your greens, because who said chips and greens can't go together? So this is a really easy way to do it. I'm just taking some purple curly kale here, which is a hardier kale, and it works really good in chip form. So I'm just de-stemming it, kind of roughly chopping it up, laying it on one of our silicone liners. We sell these on the shop. They're amazing, reusable, they're awesome. I'll link them below. I'm massaging in some olive oil and then adding my seasonings. I have nutritional yeast, garlic powder, smoked paprika, really anything you want, salt, pepper. Pop these into the oven to bake and get crispy. I will have the directions linked down below. And you have crunchy kale chips, which taste delicious. You could eat them like a snack while watching Netflix, or you can even crumble them on a salad or pasta. They're really fun to eat, and it's just another fun way to get in those greens. There you have it, health nuts, 10 ways to eat more greens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below which one was your favorite, or maybe you have a new way that you eat greens that I did not mention. I would love to know. I'm gonna have a bunch of recipes down below in the info box for you guys to check out that are on the blog that will be helpful to use some of these tips in, like whether it's a smoothie, a salad. I'm gonna put some of my favorites down below. Also, I want to remind you guys, if you aren't already subscribed to the In a Nutshell newsletter, it's one we send out every single week, and it's filled with discounts. We do monthly giveaways. You get just a recap of anything you might have missed for the week. Sometimes we do sneak peeks of recipes that sometimes aren't even available anywhere else. So there's lots going on there, and you guys are always telling me how much you guys really love the Health Nut newsletter, and it's like one of your favorites, which makes me really happy to hear. So make sure you sign up. It's free. We don't spam you. The link will also be down below, and I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you guys get your greens on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.